Rolling round my block, feeling hot, streets are cold, see the frost, things I know, God forbid, probably would've made Jesus cross. That's my blood, family tree, no excuse, freedom cost, took the risk, made mistakes, pray I never repeat them. Rolling round my block, feeling hot, streets are cold, see the frost, things I know, God forbid, probably would've made Jesus cross. That's my blood, family tree, no excuse, freedom cost, take the risk, made mistakes, pray I never repeat the loss. They gon' judge what we do. They don't speak no evil. They don't know me. Do this for my people. That don't mean illegal. They don't know me. Mind out how they treat you. Way too go too regal. They don't know me. Frustrated. Look at how they got us in papers. Black boy, black hood, black trainers. Judging the cover of that book, no pages. Hurt with hatred, curse is dangerous. That poverty curve is nature's. He really could have sent man doctor instead of just working patience. All now mumsy swerving bailiffs. They ain't even got no evidence. And that blood, that servant's painless fence. They already wrote my brethren snake, then lied on one of their statements. Bro, how can you call that justice? When blue see red, there's greatness. King of this castle, you're looking at greatness. Watch me. Rolling round my block, feeling hot, streets are cold, see the frost, things I know, God forbid, probably would've made Jesus cross. That's my blood, family tree, no excuse, freedom cost, took the risk, made mistakes, pray I never repeat them. Rolling round my block, feeling hot, streets are cold, see the frost, things I know, God forbid, probably would've made Jesus cross. That's my blood, family tree, no excuse, freedom cost, take the risk, made mistakes, pray I never repeat the loss. They gon' judge what we do. They don't speak no evil. They don't know me. Do this for my people. That don't mean illegal. They don't know me. Mind out how they treat you. Way too go too regal. They don't know me. Give me that money right now. Pacify our women, justify the killing. Still got shackles on me, give your man the ribbons. Making money off it, magnify the figures. Pray we see the profit and we find forgiveness. Feeling necessary, not hereditary. Cut the history, but can't live by that spirit. All my brothers hungry, appetite of winners. Rust along, but they can't have the diamonds in him. You don't know what prejudice look like. All because of what you look like. I running guy. Never said we didn't have good times. I never said my brother didn't push right. I never said that I was any victim because I was skinned in. Still glistening, can I get a witness in this? Rolling round my block, feeling hot, streets are cold, see the frost, things I know, God forbid, probably would've made Jesus cross. That's my blood, family tree, no excuse, freedom cost, took the risk, made mistakes, pray I never repeat them. Rolling round my block, feeling hot, streets are cold, see the frost, things I know, God forbid, probably would've made Jesus cross. That's my blood, family tree, no excuse, freedom cost, take the risk, made mistakes, pray I never repeat the loss. They gon' judge what we do.
Hello and welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Damon Bruce, and it's time for a little NBA basketball. Saturday in the NBA, it's the Los Angeles Lakers.
We make it cool to be sucked.
Good afternoon, everyone. We're about to get started with some Saturday NBA action brought to you by 2K Sports. The starting fives for our game. Here are tonight's starting lineups. First for the Lakers, Schroeder is out there with Caldwell Pope. And at the center position, an impressive combination of size and skill. The 7'1 Spaniard, Marc Gasol. And it's LeBron James. And it's Davis in at the 4. And for Oklahoma City,
everybody knows how brutal the Western Conference can be, and part of the reason the Lakers were able to make it to the playoffs is because they were above 500 in the West, which is pretty impressive.
it'll be Los Angeles off the tip. Here's Schroeder. Back to Davis. Shot is no good. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. Shot from 12. No good from Alexander.
He operates pretty well in traffic, guys, but that was a tough play to finish off.
Schroeder passes to Gasol. Schroeder kicks to Gasol. Lays it up and banks it in.
And I'll bet that's what they talked about before the game. You know, getting the ball inside early.
Well, it worked to perfection there. I like the game plan. Get it inside, force the defense to react, and then play off your big man.
And the 3 off target.
He was right up tight on him on that attempt. Terrific D to throw off the shot.
And he did it without making too much contact and getting the officials' attention either.
Now that was pretty. That was just a nice looking reverse jam right there.
Use the rim, Clark, to protect the ball, I think, too, a little bit.
Yeah, did a nice job with it.
Yeah, no question, Kevin. Great awareness and terrific finish.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
No, that's for sure, because this guy's too good of a shooter to miss that look consistently.
Now here's LeBron. And there's the pass to Schroeder. Offensive rebound. Davis. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And what you love about him is just the way he hits the offensive glass. I mean, he knows that those are the easiest points for him when he can find a loose ball, get an offensive board, and put it back into the basket.
And one other thing about him that you shouldn't fail to appreciate is the presence and impact he has defensively. He can lock you up and wear you down, and that effect really carries over to the rest of the guys.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Hey, Kevin, I briefly spoke with Oklahoma City's head coach. He brought up Marc Gasol, a kind of sleeper player he thinks could give them trouble. His coach said he's a guy 7 foot plus, he's very skilled, can shoot and finish over either shoulder, and he doesn't shy away from contact. He's a guy you have to really pay attention to. And I've told our guys, we can't let him have a big game. Fellas, we'll see how they do against him.
Thank you, Doris.
You might not think of him as a laser three-point shooter, but that shot was there for him, and he had to take it.
It's stolen by Ariza. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Some hang time on that rim, puts a little whipped cream on that angel food cake there.
It's a tight ball game, and those displays of strength, Clark, can get one team rolling.
Agreed.
Oh, boy. Whipped cream, cherry on top. It always comes back to dessert for Clark.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. And that'll be the Lakers as it goes out of bounds. Lakers retain possession. Davis setting the pick for Gasol. So it's the Lakers now. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. Well, going back to the Lakers in the West, they would end with a 28-24 record, Steve, against the rest of the conference. That record falling right in line where they finished in relation to the rest of the West.
Well, and that record was really the big reason that they were able to catch up to Utah and end up passing them for the last playoff spot. And, you know, Laker fans might not be happy with how quickly they exited the postseason, getting swept by the Spurs, but you know, they did make a good push at the end of the season just to get in.
And so here is Oklahoma City. They trail by 1. James pulls it down. Pass to Caldwell Pope. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Horford, covered by LeBron. The jump hook gets it to go. The Lakers have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8.
Put together a great team, fans can get a little wild. When you put together a great team that's exciting to watch too, then they really get wild. And that's what you have to deal with when you go to Oklahoma City. A great team with terrific fans.
Number 17, defended by Gasol. Number 17, off target from three-point range. Lakers have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far, right at the 50% mark. And back to these great fans in Oklahoma City. They hosted the Hornets for 1 season in the aftermath of Hurricane Katrina, you recall, and Steve really showed what a great crowd they could be for a team.
Kevin, I agree, and I think that season when they hosted the Hornets, I think that showed the league that Oklahoma City was ready to become a franchise, and that's why the move from Seattle to Oklahoma City was allowed by the league, because the city had proven that they would support the club.
A platoon swap here for the Lakers, and that one's good.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, I think that could really set things up well the rest of the game. Pound the ball inside and then let your perimeter players play off your bigs.
This game's going to take a big swing. Clark, if the D continues to clear out like that and give up easy dunks.
Yeah, that's the kind of defense we expect to see in a blowout, Kevin, or even an exhibition game, not a close game like this.
Look how frustrated Steve is over here.
Well, I just, you know what,
he's disgusting.
come on, I just like that he didn't choose to just lay it up there. I mean, he threw it down with force.
Lakers working the ball around now. They get it back. Hero. And again, it's the Lakers.
In terms of rebounding, it's been a sensational opening quarter.
I like sensational. That's a good word for it.
Hill gets a screen from Muscala. Left side Jackson. Number 6. That 3 off the mark. Lakers leading by 3. Matthews into the lane. There's the block. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Number 6. And the bucket counts. He is on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And I would continue to do it. You know, force the defense to maybe send a double team. Now you've got other options to work with offensively.
Well, I think that pass caught him off guard, but he showed us board hands, too.
Outside Hill. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. And here's Matthews. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard.
The easiest way to do it sometimes is with the bounce pass.
The steal, Hero. And released it in time, but it's off the mark. A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. Los Angeles on top, up by 2. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, Clark and Steve, what have they been doing or not doing?
They've done a nice job on the offensive boards here, guys, and I think that was the difference in that first quarter. Really pounding the offensive glass.
Well, they set the tone early with their mindset, their tenacity, and their hustle. I mean, that's the way they've come out, and it's served them well.
Now, here's Hill. Buries the long-range jumper. Hill's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for Oklahoma City. And Matthews kicks it to Tucker. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. And a chance here to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Hey, guys, as you know, Anthony Bennett was the #1 pick in the NBA draft. At 6'7", he can rebound like a power forward and shoot like like a guard, but what's his best position? Bennett said, quote, I feel that playing the stretch four is an advantage for me because I'm quicker than most power forwards. I can shoot the ball well. Everybody said I'm a tweener, but I dominated college my only year. I scored inside out, rebounded well, and helped my teammates. And guys, with players like LeBron and Carmelo Anthony having great success playing the skilled power forwards, it's a great mold for Bennett.
An intriguing young talent. Thanks. And it's blocked. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. But he stays with it. The dish to Hill. Metrodelli. Here's the 3. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play. You know, offensively last season, guys, the Lakers just never seemed to be able to get out of their own way. I mean, they had the worst turnover ratio in the league, and they really struggled to take care of the ball. And even when they got up a shot, a lot of them were questionable shots. They shot the 3rd most threes in the league, but were in the bottom half of the league in percentage.
Now, here's Matthews. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. And good. He got the English that time as it falls.
He's a grinder. Love what he does under the offensive boards, really bringing energy and life to his team.
And going back to the Lakers' offensive troubles last season, the worst free throw percentage, Steve, in the NBA.
And obviously that's attributed directly to Dwight Howard, because the Lakers also led the league in free throw attempts. So Howard was getting hacked. He really couldn't get it going. He made about half his free throws for the season. And that just really carried over into the team's performance.
Most any NBA player can make you pay when you leave them that wide open. That's why you have to stay alert on defense.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. And during the timeout, both coaches getting a chance here to review the strategy at this point of the game, along with the discussions. Also some rehydration going on with Gatorade. Everyone trying to bring their top game here tonight.
Yeah, that's why you see the traders going around to every player, making sure they're hydrated, they're getting enough to drink during the game. So important to hydrate yourself and keep yourself strong and ready to play for these big minutes down the stretch. The defense was ready for him that time, and they had to be. He is so powerful in the lane.
Soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
You know, I got to say, Clark, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going to go.
We saw it. Ended up right where it was supposed to, in the basket.
It sure did.
I don't think anybody knew where it was going to go.
Tries to save it, and that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Number 17 drills the three-pointer. Now it's a 6-point Thunder lead.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
It's just beautiful basketball to watch, Clark.
The offensive rebound, Davis. And good work on the boards, and they pick up a second chance points. Davis has got 6.
Boy, where was the box out? Too easy on that second chance opportunity.
Yeah, no box out is what happened there. Those kind of mistakes on the glass will kill a team.
And it's Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got his 4th rebound in this one. Schroeder passes to LeBron. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Schroeder kicks to LeBron. Davis. Blocked. Pass to Alexander. From deep. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Thunder.
Kevin, in the first half of play, they're really closing out aggressively, blocking shots, and a key indicator of their activity defensively.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
You know, with so many high hopes, the Thunder seem to be everybody's pick to make it to the finals once again. They were so dominant throughout the regular season. Many thought it was a foregone conclusion, but the injury to Russell Westbrook kind of sidetracked all of that.
Here's Schroeder, defended by Alexander. And finished off by Davis.
Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Clark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
Man, I like the way he capped that drive off, guys, with the one-hand punch.
Snatched up. Here's Horford. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. They get Marc Gasol.
I tell you what, it never gets old watching him work, does it, fellas?
No, Clark, that's a good way to put it. He will work. Great example of that on the offensive glass right there.
Yeah, just blue-collar stuff. And then he put a little flair in the dunk.
Maybe that'll ignite him. I mean, impossible not to get pumped up after that. At least I think that would be the case.
Well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are. Look at them. They are pumped up.
Yeah, they're geek.
That's what those alley-oops do, though.
And back to the Thunder in the...
Oh, get it!
Oh, watch out now. Oh.
I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is the 2 points, not the dramatic.
Oh, come on, Clark. He had to go for it, didn't he?
I'm with you, Kevin. You can't fault him for that. I mean, just let him go. Who cares? Boy, you wonder what the score of this game would be if they weren't pulling down all these rebounds.
Love what I'm seeing from them in the paint.
Yeah, here's a guy who gives the coach the luxury of a very simple play call, which is just the ISO. Get him the ball and get out of the way, and good things are going to happen.
And, Steve, very few players have his finishing ability. We see him get a lot of and-ones because even if he draws hard contact, he is able to play through that and typically score.
Good on the second free throw.
Well, you look at the Lakers' struggles last season, I think it surprised most of us. You know, some of it was injuries. Part of it was just a lack of production off the bench. Then there was the inconsistency of the coaching and just the number of different people who were on that bench. So, difficult season for the Lakers.
And you look at the struggles of the Lakers bench last season. When injury struck, they didn't have the players really to fill that void.
Yep. You know, Kevin, I think for the Lakers, the bold strokes for the star players have been impressive, but it's the fine details of finding undervalued role players. That's where they've been lacking. Once injuries happened, that was thrown into sharp relief. And really, even when healthy, to win a title, you can't just have a great starting five. We know that. You need another 4 or 5 players you can count on to give you quality minutes.
Now here's LeBron. 7 points in the game. They grabbed their own miss. Caldwell Pope kicks to LeBron. Passes it to Schroeder. A 3-ball and the rejection by Alexander. Schroeder passes it to LeBron. With 1 on the clock, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And the first half ends in a close one. Lakers lead by 2. Stay right where you are for the Sprint Halftime Show with Damon Bruce. We'll see you in just a bit for the start of the second half.
Now, presented by Sprint.
Hi and welcome. Halftime report coming your way with an excellent game going on in Oklahoma City. The Lakers in a hard-fought game against the Oklahoma City Thunder. You look at the offensive rebounds, they're creating second opportunities, and that's a key to winning. Anthony Davis just having his way against this Thunder defense. After 2, he's got 10 points and has been a huge factor on the glass. And it was a good first half as well for the Thunder. They benefited from some excellent contribution from their bench, providing scoring in bunches when called upon. It's been a major advantage. Leading his team in scoring, George Hill. He's got 7 points, and his defense has been very solid. He's been bothering shots. He's keeping his hands active, making it difficult for guys to score on him. That's it for me here in the studio. Time to send you back out to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the start of the third quarter.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now.
Well, how about Anthony Davis in this one? 8 rebounds and 10 points.
Oklahoma City trailing. Alexander defended by Caldwell Pope. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. The Lakers shooting 51% from the field. They'll take that. LeBron kicks to Caldwell Pope. On the wing, Davis. The pass to Caldwell Pope. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
You No, it wasn't that the Thunder were beating teams last season. Everybody expected that, but it was the way they were blowing out teams on such a regular basis that caught everybody's attention.
And for the Thunder, they were blowing out teams on a regular basis, as you said, Clark, and ended plus 9.2 as the scoring differential in their games. Steve, easily the highest mark in the NBA.
Well, just think about that for a second, Kevin. I mean, that means your average game is almost a double-digit win. And not just wins, we're talking about all games. So that's the result of having an explosive offense, depth, and a tough defense. This was really a complete team, unfortunately derailed by the Westbrook injury.
2 on the clock. Davis. Here's LeBron, and the call will be against Al Horford. That's foul number 2 for him.
And, you know, these calls can be some of the toughest in the game for the officials.
It all happened so fast, but I really think that was the right call. The defender was not really set in that situation.
A little over a minute gone here in the second half. LeBron with it. He's picked up by Ariza. LeBron kicks to Schroeder. Schroeder off a pick from Gasol. And the Lakers with possession here. The lead is 2. Dishes it to Davis. He feeds it to LeBron. 6 on the shot clock. He passes to Schroeder. That is good. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
Well, a coaching carousel for the Lakers last season. They waited only 5 games before firing Mike Brown. Then they decided to go in a new direction. And, boy, they went through 3 different head coaches before all was said and done. They never really were able to gain that consistency they were looking for.
And so here is Oklahoma City after the made shot from Schroeder. Gets it to go.
That's kind of his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the defense and finish at the rim.
Tight game here in Oklahoma City. Back to LeBron. And again, Los Angeles with the triple. And back to the Lakers' struggles last season. What do you think, Clark, were the main problems that, held them back from being the kind of title contender that they thought they were and a lot of people imagined they were?
Well, how much time do I have? 3 or 4 shot clocks worth? I mean, I think there were a number of issues, as you might expect. Injuries played a significant role, but I think there was discord over how they should play. Really no true identity. They were a big team trying to be small, a team without a number of shooters trying to spread the floor, an older team trying to go up tempo, coaching change, and that transition.
Right, yes.
You had a lot of moving parts, and it made it very difficult for everybody, I think, and it showed in how the Lakers' season went.
That's a good assessment. And the Thunder with the possession here. Following the basket by LeBron James. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound.
Well, the shot was there for him, and he had to take it. I don't care if he didn't convert it. He's got to take that every time.
Rejected by Alexander. Number 5. No good from outside.
You can't get into much better position for the 3 than that. Everything was right on target. It just didn't fall.
LeBron dishes to Davis. Here's LeBron. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And it's a 6-point Laker lead.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Number 5. Drains it from beyond the arc. 7 points in the game.
Well, it looks like he's starting to get things going here after that scoreless first half.
Timeout called the Lakers.
You know, so much has been said about the Oklahoma City home court advantage, and for good reason. I mean, you can feel it and hear it. Like a college atmosphere.
That's a good point. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. The drive by LeBron.
Oh, my goodness. What a huge play.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying, Clark, to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, Clark?
Well, you know what the questions are about now. It's their defense, that's for sure.
Now, here is Hill. 7 points in the game. The rebound by Caldwell Pope. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. LeBron is running. And so it looks like the Lakers will retain possession here.
Yeah, so close to picking that pass off, guys.
At least he got a hand on it. He did what he needed to do to make sure it didn't hit the target.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Here's Schroeder. Pass to LaRusso. Here's Schroeder. 5 to shoot. Fires the 3. No luck. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. And it's Hill penetrating. And it's good.
Outstanding job there to absorb the contact and guide it in.
That's how you impose your will against the defender. He came to play.
The Lakers making a switch here. Davis is checked in. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
Well, rebounding and second chance opportunities have been a huge factor in this game.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
Here's LaRusso. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Picked him clean. One-on-one fast break. Alexander passes to Hill. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
Yeah, it feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
And here is Los Angeles now, following the score by Oklahoma City. And the Lakers with another miss. 1:06 left to play here in the third. Pass to Alexander. For the lead. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Alexander's got 10.
Well, the number one priority for defense when you face this guy is to keep him getting anywhere from the basket because he's just so strong as a finisher.
And you know what else, Steve? Watching him run the pick and roll is like watching poetry in motion. I mean, this guy has that basic play down pat. He's unstoppable when he runs it.
This quarter has not been his best. The defense may be starting to affect him a little bit. Boy, that's embarrassing, guys. He's going to have a hard time living that one down later when they watch it on tape.
Big group substitution here for the Lakers. For Los Angeles, they've gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime. 5 out of 11. 32 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Lakers working the ball around now. No problems knocking that one down. He's got 5. Clark and Steve, this game has a lot of character here in the third period.
Yeah, you know what, guys? I love seeing this type of action. A competitive, compelling matchup. A lot of lead changes here so far.
Yeah, 6 in total, Clark. So this has been a great game. Both teams playing hard and really competing out there.
Not trying to rattle any rims or racks there. Just up and in with the finger roll.
This one for 3. That's good. Alexander's got 13 points. Here's LeBron. It's off. And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. Lakers ahead, up 1. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the fourth quarter. A terrific game so far. The Lakers in the lead. Gasol, a screen on Ariza. The drive by LeBron. And the Thunder pushing it up now. Moving it up. Throws it down despite the man right in his face. A chance here for a three-point play. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Thunder.
Now we've seen them make that extra effort rotating from the weak side, closing out on their airspace, really sending shots back.
And Steve, we can't fail to mention all the steals they piled up too. I mean, that's making a big difference. They've really gotten into them defensively.
And the Thunder making a change here. Hill's checked in, gets it to go.
Man, they are spreading the floor and letting it fly, really knocking it down from outside.
And I love that gunslinger's mentality, Steve. Playing the win as opposed to playing it safe. I call it prevent offense when you try to protect the lead. Let it fly, let it fly, let it fly.
Schroeder off a pick from Gasol. Picked his pocket. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Horford backing in. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Davis has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Here's Schroeder. He's guarded by Hill. Backing down is LeBron. Passes to Schroeder. Jacks up a 3. Ariza with the rebound.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots just have not dropped for him today.
Number 5. LeBron with the block. But they get it there. Horford attacking. Misses the layup. He had him with that bump fake. LeBron against Ariza. LeBron kicks to Caldwell Pope. There's the pass to Schroeder. And it's out of bounds. The Lakers able to retain possession here. Alexander's checked in for the Thunder. Timeout called the Lakers.
That was a good time to call the timeout to try to settle everybody down and get back into their offensive rhythm. They've been coughing up the rock an awful lot.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
I was able to listen in on what Frank Vogel had to say to his team. He laid out the X's and O's and told them, we're still alive, guys. We've just got to work together, trust each other, and play our backsides off. Kevin, we'll see if they've got enough in the tank to get over the top.
They double him with Horford. 6 to shoot. Alexander, and wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And so here is Oklahoma City. Number 5, defended by Caldwell Pope. And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up. And that one misses. The Lakers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Gasol with it. He's picked up by Ariza. Schroeder passes to LeBron. Bangs home the trifecta. LeBron's got 20 points.
Seems to me that anytime the game is on the line, I mean, he's perfectly willing to be the hero, or the GOAT for that matter. And that's what it takes to be clutch in big situations. You can't be afraid to fail.
That's true. And his spectacular shot blocking, something else to look for, especially recovering on the break. He can run you down and send it away in a heartbeat.
Shot clock at 3. A rebound by Gasol.
Well, he hasn't had much success shooting the ball, but it's not too late for him to get it turned around and start contributing.
Alexander, defended by Schroeder. Kicks to Horford for the 3. The Lakers with the rebound. Davis has got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. This all setting the pick for LeBron. Pass to Schroeder. Uncovered. Second chance shot. Rejected by Alexander. And it's out of bounds. The Lakers able to retain possession here. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Feeds it to LeBron. Passes it to Schroeder. Into Marcus Gasol. That one goes. Count it. And the Lakers lead by 5.
Well, they really had it going on the offensive glass in that first half, but here recently they've gotten away from that. They've got to be aggressive in attacking that offensive glass here in the second half.
Puts up a 3. Gets the bucket.
I wasn't so sure he could get it turned around after that poor first half, but he's got it rolling here a little bit in the second.
Here's Schroeder. Pulls it up. Again, Los Angeles. Thunder trailing by 4. Back to Horford. Shot's good. And the Lakers call time here. They're leading by 2. 1:51 left in the game. Stolen. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Ariza kicks to Alexander. And stolen by LeBron. Oh, that's blocked. On a fast break for Oklahoma City. Excellent D there from Caldwell Pope.
After fighting back into it, they had a chance to tie this thing up.
Steve, I love it. They are not going away. They've brought it close right now.
Yeah, nice fast break from start to finish, guys.
Especially on the back end. I mean, he polished it off perfectly.
Horford no up.
Looks like he's lost his focus a little bit. Not playing well in this quarter.
LeBron kicks to Schroeder. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And Davis throws it down.
Excellent communication between teammates on the alley-oop there.
And that's where you need to pull that off.
Well, both ends of that play, just fantastic.
Driving high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
what a way to wrap up that possession.
LeBron against Ariza. James. Tried to dunk it home, but drew the foul, and he'll go to the line.
Nice job there, attacking the rim and drawing the contact.
Yeah, I like that play there. The defense had no choice but to foul in order to save the dunk.
And a tough break as his second attempt at the line, no good. Number 5. And he drew the blocking foul. He'll go to the line for 2. And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. And the second of 2 is good. That shrinks the margin to just 4.
Well, that was a huge miss there, guys. He had the opportunity to turn this into a one-possession game.
Pass to Caldwell Pope. Back to LeBron. Here's Schroeder, defended by Alexander. Here's Davis. Al Horford with the rebound. Goes back up. And the layup is up and in. And the Lakers lead by 6.
Tell you what, he is so difficult to guard, especially on a shot like that one.
Launches a 3. Money! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3. Big time bucket there, Clark.
And Kevin, the crowd is loving it.
Well, they know exactly how big that shot was.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Caldwell Pope kicks to Schroeder. And that'll be the Lakers as it goes out of bounds. Lakers retain possession. Davis dishes to LeBron.
Yeah, no question the right call at this point. You can't let them just dribble it out.
That's right. I mean, you got to send him to the line and hope for a few misses.
And now Higgs, as he doesn't get the first one to fall, trying to focus now on the second. He's able to hit the second one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Hour timeout called by Oklahoma City. They're losing by 4. There's 14 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Guys, what do you think?
And obviously time is the big factor here, guys. They need to get points fast and then go for the steal, and if not, a quick foul.
Hard as it is, you just have to hope the guy you send to the line doesn't convert.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
That may be the knockout blow, guys. Those free throws would seem to have put this one away.
Here's Ariza. Knocks down the trifecta.
Clearly, a defensive breakdown there, guys. They didn't play him close enough on the inbound and then gave up the triple.
LeBron James on the wing. And so it's the Lakers who come out on top here. Clark, it was anybody's game right to the very end.
Yeah, it was. The coach is happy with the outcome, but maybe not so much with the margin.
Thank you for joining us for this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. For Clark, Stephen Doris, and the rest of the crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Last but not least, here is your Jordan player of the game, LeBron James.
Can't let
pencil. I scribble the stanza as my hands are trembling. Grade 7 make Two, three bands, you think it's shit sweet, little nigga, I ain't never gonna stand my hand. If we too deep, but the whole block deep, swear to God, I ain't never gonna feel my man. Money gon' come, let the money gon' go. All these fake niggas started getting too close, so I stay on my guys that been by my side, cause I know they gon' ride to the car getting dropped. New drip, had to take us some shows. New kicks, I don't care what it costs. Ruthless, I don't care who lost. Stupid, I've been turned to a boss, and I know they don't wanna see the young boy win. 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 When I come up, it's a whole lot of gang shit. As a youngin', I just wanted to be famous. Housed in a booth till we screamed that we made it. Other day I was recording in the basement. Now I pull up to a show in a spaceship. How you screaming day one, do a fake shit. Nowadays I just wanna taste it. Pull up on the ass show, Lord, that be gang shit. And if they let me in the game, I'ma change it. Ain't a lot of niggas say I'm a basic. Poppin', I'ma stay bull, mean some babe shit. Niggas see me, they ain't never gonna say shit. Bust down, they ain't never gonna take this. Money I got, little nigga can't make this. Kind of those shit's broke, niggas gonna hate this. Mama so proud, I'ma take on vacation. I be going hard, Mama used to stars. Mama selling nicks right on the boulevard. Going downtown, tryna steal a nigga car. And if I call Tar Heel, pull a nigga car. I don't better feel no more without a hammer. Brody on the news, whole face on the camera. Free on my day one, niggas have to slam her. I'm nigga told black and white, he a panda. Got me finna run up in this crib like I'm Santa. All this designer got me bros in Atlanta. Honestly, I ain't playing games no more. And they be on my dick till my thing feels sore. Bitch said I'm trash, so they change your drawers. I ain't worried about you, why you worried about me? I'ma still pop out with a fresh white tee, with some retro J's and some fresh Nikes. 2, 3 bands, you think it's shit sweet, little nigga, I ain't never gonna stand my hand. If we too deep, but the whole block deep, swear to God, I ain't never gonna feel my man. Money gon' come, let the money gon' go. All these fake niggas started getting too close, so I stay on my guys that been by my side, cause I know they gon' ride to the car getting dropped. New drip, had to pick up some shows. New kicks, I don't care what it costs. Ruthless, I don't care who lost. Stupid, I've been turned to a boss, and I know they don't wanna see the young boy win. They don't wanna see the young boy win. They don't wanna see the young boy win. They don't wanna see the young boy win.
Shake up, they don't wanna see me win. Flex up, I'ma jump out the gym. New water, watch that young boy swim. I got it the harder way like I'm Tim. In that Maybach, you can't see through the tint. I ride foreign, but bro in a stoley. Had to make me some plays on my dolly. Think I made it, these bitches all know me. No, this is not a chain, it's a trophy. Boss up here, baby, like Jody. Used to go hit a stain for the OZs. When I put on the ice, it be ODs. I'm talking money, put that cash on a three-way. Doing that dash on a freeway. I knew I would get it, they didn't believe me. Baby, I make it look easy. Yo, bitch keep calling and saying she need me. I know she see me with TJ. I'm sipping foes of that drink, moving slow-mo, but my whip through the speed rate. She wanna link up a hoe, that's a no-go. I've been stacking my cheesecake. Yeah, I get to the racks and I'm
Life sucks and I never tried suicide. Mine's fucked even more than I realised. Time's up, could be moving when she arrives. If you've ever heard what I heard in my mind, never tried, you'll cry, that's a lie, you would die. I don't wanna ever come down from a high, I'm in the best seat. From time and the next breed, if you come at me directly, don't need no one to defend me. Souls in a place even I can't get to, don't fuck with the deadly. Moon waves and overseas, quick coats and overseas. Fuck those who don't believe, they will never wanna admit I'm the best here from the mere fact that I've got ovaries. It's a